found at a sorting facility in Washington, D.C., based on the fact that there were two others, one sent to Mayor Bloomberg in Manhattan, the other sent to his lobbying arm of Mayors for Gun Control in D.C. Are we seeing the dark side of the pro-gun movement? Because this really muddies the debate and it tries to just scare everybody into finger-pointing. It adds nothing to the actual conversation of where we need to be in talks of reform.
Right, and people don't talk about it, but Roger Wicker, who's a Republican senator, conservative from Mississippi, got one of those too. And what he had done just before that was to vote to end the filibuster in the Senate on that failed gun control bill. So you're starting to see the dark side of the gun debate. The pro-gun side, or the Second Amendment side, has said, you know, we're just peaceful gun owners. This is just about our Second Amendment rights. But the rhetoric in terms of media, in terms of online, even in terms of the NRA itself, whether it's the new president of the NRA talking about the war of northern aggression, or Wayne LaPierre going on these rants against the government and sort of making Barack Obama seem actually dangerous to people. The sort of conspiracy theories are now coming, I think they're coming to fruition in a really frightening way, that you do see this violent undercurrent of the if you come after our guns, which no one is, but if you come after our guns, we're prepared to do violence. You've had people say it in YouTube rants, and now you're actually seeing, I think, a really frightening manifestation of it.
Evan, you wanted to say?
We have to be very careful about this, though, this kind of connection between these letters and people who are trying to oppose gun control. I mean, when a guy with a backpack full of Chick-fil-A sandwiches shot up the Family Research Council, people on the left were not saying that that was something that should be, attached to all the LGBT rights movement. I mean, I think that there is a lot of rhetoric on that side that is really harsh. I mean, things that were said about Obama by Wayne LaPierre, as you mentioned, and other people like that. But it's be very, very careful to attach these things specifically to what people are, to policy goals or policy aims.
Well, it's not attached to policy goals. You didn't have rhetoric on the left calling for almost some sort of revolution. What you have is this sort of rhetoric of revolution on the right. And not saying that it's tied to anti-gun control, but there is a lot of rhetoric, I think, that's irresponsible, that is not at least discouraging.
That's Michelle Bachmann's face.